right, Allan here with another fantastic interview. I'm so excited. Justin Williams and Dedrick Thomas of Aspire TV's fantastic show, Style Kings. I'm excited. I have questions, but this is such a great show, and it's an honor to chat with both of you. So thank you for your time, and I'm excited to chat with you today. This should be a fun conversation for sure. Thank you so much.
Likewise. Thank you.
Good. Well, let's start with this. This is a great show. Both of you, in your own rights, have so many credits bringing to the table. Justin, your love for decor and design, and Dedrick, your eye for style and appeal. Both marrying the two together, so to speak, and helping people change their lives and elevate their lives, their spaces, because it all matters, I think, and helps us how we feel, how we look at life. So we'll start with you, Justin. When you first got, or Dedrick, I'm so sorry, Justin, when you got approached for this initially, both of you, the same question, what was it that interested you in putting together this show?
Yeah, when I got the call from Angela Cannon of us at Aspire TV, she called and she said, Justin, I've got this great idea for a show. It will be you, and we're pairing you with Dedrick, and he is a custom clothier. He makes custom suits, and has this great line of clientele, and we'll be marrying the idea of fashion and design in one show, showcasing two Black entrepreneurs in such a great light. And when she told me all of those details, I was so down for it. I just thought that was such a great idea. It was different. It was refreshing. It was showcasing positivity with Black culture. So fusing all of those things together, it was just a no-brainer for me. And that's why I said yes.
Yeah, well, what a great reason to say yes for sure. Mr. Thomas, how about you? I know, again, both involved in style, but as far as deciding, what would cause you or move you forward to take the
Right.
time and participate?
Yeah. For me, it's the same thing as Justin. It was the how we wanted to portray the positive nature of two successful entrepreneurs that appreciate their craft and being able to share that with the world, and being able to share our journey and in hopes that it'll motivate, younger individuals that, they can achieve the same thing that we're embarking upon.
Yes. Well, I think this is such a great show. I'm inspired just personally as a single dad who just turned 50, so to speak, and really wanting to make some changes and have an inviting space for people when they come over and
Did you
looking
just
nice
turn
too.
50? You just turned 50?
I did.
Okay. Well, I'm turning 50 this year too.
Well, welcome to the club, my friend. It's a great, I will say as a sidebar, 40 was hard.
Yeah.
But 50, I'm just kind of like feeling good about it. I don't know what it is. But I really feel like this is the year of just coming into myself as a single dad who is dating, but also doesn't want to have the bachelor pad or bachelor look mindset per se. So when it comes to choosing people to be a part of the show or people, young Black men or whomever that you're looking to help, how do you filter through all of that? I mean, what does the process look like? Dedrick, we'll start with you and then Justin, because you're obviously, as we said, you're marrying both aspects, the physical look, and of course the look of styling where you live or whatever office space, whatever the case might be.
I mean, for me, and I think for Justin also, but I'm gonna let him speak to him. But for me, I mean, it was easy because they're just capturing what's real to us, It's what
Mm,
we do each and every day. So the only difference is that the cameras are there capturing the moment, which makes this show so special in that I mean, it's truly authentic, and that's what Aspire is about: authentic moments for Black arts and culture. So for what we do, it was more, hey, just bring a camera, let's capture the moment. We're doing something all the time, so it wasn't anything that we had to curate a story around. The story has always existed. We're just capturing it and basically sharing it with the world.
Mr. Williams.
Yeah, there aren't really heavily produced moments with Aspire, and that's what I really love. It was literally them showing up at my house at my client's house, following us throughout the day. And then on their end, they'll take what they've recorded and curate a show out of it. But it was literally our lives. That is how Dedrick operates every day. That's how I operate every day. And they just fuse those together in what I think is the perfect show.
Yes. And I will say, I mean, all those shows are great, but I think you can tell when the moments are produced, like America's Got Stories or America's Got Talent. I feel like if, those are good shows, but obviously they're produced to garner views and, of course, to tug at your heartstrings. But even in these episodes, you do find yourself doing that, but you don't feel like it's a produced type of moment. So, with that being said, without it being produced, so to speak, once you capture the story and you get all the elements that you need to tell that story, a beginning, middle, and end, how do you then go through and filter out what moments are important to share, highlighting your skill sets as entrepreneurs and the person that you've chosen or the person that you're working with? Either one of you can jump in.
So for me, I know like every part of what we do is important to the final result. So there is no, well, make sure you guys get this over this, because in order for this to make sense, you have to also capture this. So for me and what we do, every part of it is just as important as the part before in order to get to that final result. So when we are recording throughout the day, all of those pieces are important. It's just how much of it is, do we have time to show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is what I love so much about the show, because the exact answer Justin just gave is the exact answer that I was going to give. And that's what continues to show how fashion and interior parallels to each other. I mean, there's no moment that's not special, because all of it is a journey, you know?
I love it. Well, I just find all of this so interesting and fascinating. So, to the person that is watching or listening, that just turned middle age, so to speak, who is a single parent, to any man or whomever is watching, from both of you, what are maybe 2 or 3 tips that you would recommend? And I apologize if I'm putting you on the spot, but we got to capture the story, like
Right.
that people can think about to elevate their lives, either fashion wise, or their living space that they're living in when they have that caller come over, so to speak, and they want to create an inviting environment and not a place where you can tell a 10-year-old is there a part of the time. Dedrick, we'll go to you and then Justin with you.
Yeah, I look at that question from 2 perspectives. One is for the actual client that we're servicing, right? So if we're servicing, if we're talking about from a client perspective, I would say, just the advice I give clients is that, don't limit yourself. Uh, be open to pushing yourself to new ideas and new opportunities. But we're still going to keep you within your comfort zone, but we're going to push the boundary on things. So just keep an open mind and understanding that when you see the fog, we see the destination, right? So I would say that from a client perspective. I would say that from a perspective of someone that's looking to get into this line of business, lifestyle, custom clothing type of business, the most important thing is, invest in yourself, understand your craft. I traveled the entire world in search of the best that luxury had to offer, from Spain to Italy to New York, and to wherever I had to go. And so I would say you got if you're going to be serious about it, you got to invest in your craft and learn as much as you can, along this journey.
I love it. I like what you just said. I see the fog. Like, I'm looking at Justin's hat and I'm like, I might maybe try that. But then it's like, I don't know, because my face is kind of weird and misshapen. So, but I get it. Like, it's not so much about it's the destination that you see. That's why you are who you are and you get paid to do what you do and share with the world. So I get it. Justin, how about you? Some things that come to mind right off the gate.
Yeah, so listening to what you said, I always listen to, let's just say we're treating you as the client. I listened to keywords, and a few words that you said were a 10-year-old. And when I hear 10-year-old, I'm thinking you should probably use performance fabrics in your house in case of spills and food and fingers and all that kind of stuff.
Oh
So,
gosh, if you could see the other side of my studio, you would understand. You would get it.
so, I think about those keywords, but also what I tell my clients is do what you like. This is your home. This is a space that is specially made just for you. And I always talk about that. Someone should be able to walk into your home and at least give us three things that you like, whether it's a color, whether it's a place or destination or books that you like to read, because those are the things that are displayed. So think about those things as you are curating your home. And if I were to curate a home for you, I would think about those, key words that you just said.
I love it. Listening is important too. One last question for both of you. When people do watch this series, Style Kings, which premiered September 4th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, part of the Power Player Network. Let us know when people watch what they should expect, or perhaps maybe one or two things that you would like them to take away from when they watch each episode. Justin, will start with you, and then Dedrick will wrap with you.
Yeah, when you're watching that Powers Players Hour on Aspire, you should leave feeling inspired. My whole point in doing this show, for me, it was I wanted to inspire people that look like me to do the things that I'm doing, as well as Dedrick. Like, there are people that want to create custom clothing and don't know where to start. You can get that answer by watching the show and listening to Dedrick's story. You can get the answer by listening to my story. So growing up, I didn't have, designers to look up to that looked like me. So I hope to be that designer that, a child that looks like me would aspire to grow up to become.
Yeah.
I love it. Dedrick.
I mean, I'm going to keep it simple. I want them to walk away with three different things, and these are the three different values of Aspire, right? I want them to walk away inspired by what could be from the show. I want them to understand they're looking at authentic, real footage, right? It's very authentic. And I want it to be entertaining for the audience. So inspired, authentic, and entertaining.
I love it. Justin, Dedrick, it's been an honor chatting with you. I love this show. It's great. And I like watching these programs, number one, because it is inspiring. And number two, it causes me just, to forward think about things and be aware of all that. Because, I feel like there's this persona in all people groups where the older you get, it's like, who cares? Nobody's going to care. It doesn't matter, but it does make a huge difference, because I think all of those key elements that you both mentioned really help build a better man. I feel like, and also, again, having a child, setting an example for them that it does matter, that you can't wear t-shirts and sweatpants to school every single day, that you got to put a little bit of effort in. So congratulations to both of you. This is awesome. And thank you so much for your time. It's been an honor chatting with both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brett.
Thank you.